Hey, my friend. It is Transit Tuesday, and if you don't mind me here, I am just going to set up my other phone for Instagram. All right, this is Transit Tuesday. We are back for this week's transit in sidereal astrology. And let me just say, this is the last transit of August. Uh, yeah, we're already going to hit September. Wow. So let me just say, this week, it has some stuff going on that we're going to dive into today. So if you are new here, hello, welcome. My name is Danie C. Muniz. I lead conscious women who are on the healing journey, go from spiritual seeker to spiritual leader, learning how to lead themselves after awakening. So we're going to talk about these transits because one of the things that I have found along my own journey is that things are coming up, right? There's transits that are happening in our sky. And so I want to let you know what they are and how they might affect you. That is what Transit Tuesday is all about. You can always catch a full overview of what is happening for this month. Every first of the month, I put that out on the channel. And then I've been doing these lives here in August, which I think I'm going to continue into September. So let's talk about some of the major transits that we have this week, including our full moon in Aquarius, which is a lunar eclipse as well. Okay, so here's what we got. So first up, we have our Mercury square Uranus, which will be here throughout the entire week. So Mercury being communication, Uranus being that rebel planet, the planet that likes to do its own thing, the planet that likes to just be the rebel, means that our communication could be unpredictable. So what does that mean? You might say something differently than what you actually meant, right? It could be maybe something that's in you, within you, that wants to come out, but yet the way that you're saying it is like it's not landing. Like, why can't I say what I want to say? You might get some unexpected news. I would also recommend, if you are doing anything that is detail oriented, to check the details, maybe slow down a bit before you send that message, that email, whatever that might be, because the energy is a little erratic here with Mercury and Uranus. There could be I wouldn't make any major decisions right now, because the energy, first off, we're in eclipse season, which can always kind of just make things a little wonky. Like there's just portals opening and closing and things coming to an end and things beginning. So there's just a lot of interesting energy right now. So any major decisions I would not make right now. And especially with Mercury and Uranus, you're able to see things differently, which is one of the really good benefits of this transit, is you're able to see other sides of things. You're able to look at things differently or have new ideas about something. So this one right here, you can use it for that, but I would just be careful about the unpredictability of the energy. So just make sure you're double checking things. The second one is our Mars square Saturn. Now, Mars being our motivation, our drive towards something, right? And Saturn being that disciplinarian, that concrete, grounded, let's get things organized, let's create that plan. They are in a little bit of a tension, right, or conflict when we talk about a square. So this energy wants to push us forward, but it's also meeting some resistance. So you might feel like, I'm ready to move forward. I'm wanting to move forward. I'm wanting to do that next thing, but there's something like there's this wall here that I can't seem to get over. That's Saturn, right? Bringing up the resistance so that you can notice what is not quite right, what is maybe still blocking you from being able to do the long journey, right? You might think of it as like, let's say you're going to go on a trip. And for whatever reason, not that this has happened to me at all, but for whatever reason, you might realize that you can't do something, right? Like, let's say the car has a flat tire, or let's say the car, for whatever reason, the battery got drained. No, that did not happen to me. But maybe there's something that stops you, right? You can't go at the time that you had planned, right? You want ready to go 8 o'clock in the morning on the road, but now the battery's drained, there's a flat tire. So you have to divert, do something different so that you can get, right? Your plans have changed, your plans have altered. This gives you that opportunity to pause, to maybe look at something, to realize, ooh, maybe something is not quite right, or maybe something's off. Hey, Terry. Hey, Vanessa. Good to see you both. So this is something that can definitely come up with this transit. Mars and Saturn definitely want to move things forward, but Saturn is bringing in that resistance. It's like a stop sign, right? Slow down, hold up, because it wants to make sure that we are doing the thing that we want to do, that we are taking the right step, right? Not just go and do it. This is like to sharpen your saw. Have you ever heard that, right? Sharpen your saw. It's like, take the time to make sure that everything is ready. And I'll tell you, that trip that didn't happen, but did happen, where we were about to leave and the battery was drained, I actually realized that I had forgotten something. And so I was able, because of that pause, I was able to go back in, right? First, I was able to like, wait, okay, let me just make sure, everything's here, just checking everything really quickly. But then towards, we're about to go again, like, right, we're getting ready to go. I realized like, oh crap, I forgot something. Like, it was really important. It's like this little bag that I take on every trip with me that has like my essentials, right? The essential things that I were to need. Just, insurance information. It has like, hand wipes, like just was it super essential? Maybe not, but it was something that just makes me feel good when I'm going on a trip, right? It's like, I have everything, I feel safe, I feel secure, like I have these things. And that's what that was. Actually had extra money in there too, right? Extra cash just in case. So there was that little bit of like, oh, right? So it was a good thing. All right, the third transit we're going to talk about today, which is our full moon in Aquarius. So this is a full moon lunar eclipse in Aquarius. Aquarius full moons are always my favorite, because Aquarius is that energy, as I mentioned with Uranus, that is just expresses itself its own way. It's the rebel, it's unique. It helps us see things that, if we're trying to come up with a new way of seeing something, or try to get a different perspective on something, being able to see another side of something, Aquarius is really good. And especially with its connection to Mercury right now, as we experience this full moon, it's going to bring to light some of the things that maybe where you've been trying to fit in, where you've been trying to like put yourself in a place, or be in a place, or be somebody, but you're not actually in alignment with it. Or it could be something that you've been doing that now you're not in alignment with. It could also be in connection with maybe having that understanding and living by the way that other people have still wanted you to live, or the conditioning maybe that you've had all these years that's like you're ready to let go of them, right? Because as you're evolving, as you're healing, you're learning more about yourself. You're learning your connection to all these different things. And you're now deciding and choosing who you want to be, right? And this full moon is like, hey, if there's anything here that is still stopping us from expressing our unique snowflake self, then let's get rid of that, because we don't care what all those other people think. Right? What matters for us. What matters is our soul's mission, our soul's evolution, and our own timeline. Doesn't matter what everybody else is doing, what anybody else is doing or saying to you. This moon is like, F you all, I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do it my way. And we're going to release anything under this full moon that is connected to that. Okay. So if there's anything that is stopping you, this is your chance to do some ritual, to even just write down what it is you're no longer, right, deciding, you're no longer believing, you're no longer allowing during this time now, moving forward, right? Release it under this full moon. Because we're talking about an air energy, there's a number of ways that you could release that. I usually will do a full moon breath work. I do that with our Sacred CEO community every single month. Is we do a full moon's somatic breath work to release the energy around whatever the full moon's theme are. And so because it's air, breath work is a really, really good way to release under this full moon. But if you'd like to use fire, fire is always a great way to release energy. So just burning up that paper, shredding it if you don't want to do that burn, you can also do that. Burying it is also another way that people might do it in the ground. However you decide to do that, that is up to you. Some people will even just write it out and then just like scribble it all out. And that is great. It's whatever is going to help you like release that. Okay. So those are our 3 transits for this week. I did want to pull one of oracle card from the moon deck, since this is a full moon we have here. And so I thought I'm going to pull a card and see. So go ahead and take a deep breath with me, my friend. And just let it all go. And let's do that once again. Nice deep inhale. And letting it go. And what do we need to know, to understand, to remember this week with our full moon in Aquarius? All right, take another nice deep breath in. And letting it go. All right, our card pull. Here you go. Proper rest helps me feel and look my best. I'm going to make sure it's on both of my screens here. Oh, there we go. I'm a little bit too high there. Proper rest helps me feel and look my best. So there's a good calling this week to get some rest, whatever that is for you, my friend, whether you need to take a day off, or you need to get some self-care in, whatever that is for you, but get some rest. Your soul is wanting you to get some rest. So please, please, please honor that. And resting doesn't necessarily mean sleeping. Resting doesn't necessarily mean sleeping. Resting is allowing both your mind and your body to relax. So keep that in mind. All right, my friend, that's it. That wraps us up. Have a great rest of your week. Let me know in the comments if you'd love to share what you're releasing, what you're letting go of under this full moon in Aquarius. I'd love to hear it. All right, until next time, my friend, next month in September. We'll see you then. Okay, bye.